Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Gas-o-Loon. As you can see here in the garage, there is only one bike, only the Husqvarna enduro bike. And where on earth did this go? The 701 adventure project. I decided to sell it all of a sudden. There were a few things that I wasn't really happy with, and for that reason I decided to maybe walk another route. And let me now, while I'm here, tell me what I did like and what I did not like about the project, all in all. Firstly, I liked, of course, the strong engine. It's really strong. Lots of horsepower in the mid and upper rev ranges that you can take advantage of. There's also very little vibration for a single cylinder bike. It almost felt like a small twin at times, which is good, of course. I think they added another balancer shaft or something with this latest engine that is also available in the KTM Duke. The fuel range was fantastic with the extra tank. The engine just sips fuel, it's very frugal, and in the end I got some 18-19 liters on board, which I had a fuel range of about 400-ish kilometers. Maybe not quite, but almost. The bike is also very light compared with other single-cylinder adventure bikes like the XT660 or other simpler designs. I think it's about 135-140 kilos dry, which it's not much. There were also a lot of exciting aftermarket upgrades, as you could see in my projects here, and those were only a selected few. There are a lot more to make if you like that, and that's always a good thing, of course. What I did not like about the bike was, even though changing the seat and screen and everything, I didn't quite get the comfort that I wanted. I remember some rides I did on the XT660 Yamaha, for instance, and I felt that was significantly more comfortable, although it is a very simple bike, if you will. And it was, of course, nothing in comparison with the larger two-cylinder bikes. I think the value for money is bad. A new bike costs around 9,000 euros, and as this bike needs so many upgrades to be sort of adventure ready, if you will, I think that's just too much. It would be okay to pay some 10,000-11,000 euros, but then get a larger tank, a better suspension, and all that included in the package. That would be more fair. Of course, the engine lacked torque in the bottom. It's in its original form. It's very pronounced. It's a real problem if you want to go off-road and maybe sort of lift the wheel over a log or anything like that. It just lacks torque. I remapped it and added the Akrapovic silencer, etc., but it still didn't. It wasn't quite what I wanted still. So I had planned to do another remap of it, but in the end I just left it and decided to walk another route. The suspension is maybe the largest, I wouldn't say problem, but the weakest point of the bike. If you compare it with an enduro bike or anything like that, it's not even close in how much bumps it can absorb. It feels both stiff and it bottoms out. So it's I think it needs, in my case, I'm pretty heavy. I weigh 95 kilos, so I would have needed another spring and maybe revalving and well, more or less a complete rebuild of at least the forks, which I think is a shame. It shouldn't have to be needed in a bike like this. It should have included a better suspension from the start. When it comes to the brakes, they are pretty weak, although they are equipped with ABS. They didn't really give me the confidence in traffic that I needed to ride the bike hard on, let's say, a mountain road or anything like that. I'm not really confident how fast the bike will stop. It's a big difference compared with larger two-cylinder bikes. In the end, I also tended to ride it less and less, because on shorter rides around town and outside, just having a nice afternoon or evening ride, it's much more fun with a two-cylinder bike with some nice sound and a bit more power and better handling on the road, and I miss that. So these are the basic the basic reasons I sold it, and I have now decided to try something else. And there are of course two bikes that I'm very interested in. They are not available on the market yet. Of course, you have the KTM 790 Adventure R coming up. It seems very exciting, lighter, but also still totally adventure ready. 2 discs in the front. I tried the engine in the 790 Duke. It's fantastic with loads of bottom end torque and nice top end as well. So I'm really looking forward to a test ride of this. I think they will be launched in 2019. And this is of course also a strong competitor. This is the 700 Tenere from Yamaha, which I also think will be a great bike. Significantly lighter than the Africa Twins and KTM 1190s that we have today, but still with some usable power. Also uses a parallel, or where it's a twin anyway, side-by-side twin, and I know that engine from the MT-07, it's a great engine, so I think this will be a cool bike too. But now it's the summer of 2018, so I need something else to ride. Of course I have this, but it's done for enduro tracks and gravel roads mostly. I need something for the larger adventure, if you will, and therefore I've decided to go back to the place where I started off. Not the 1190 that I sold last year, but rather the 1290 Super Adventure R with 160 horsepower, which I believe will be quite enough on the forest trails and gravel roads. I will pick it up from the dealer later this week. Please stay tuned and join me there. See you soon.